Okay, so what I hold in my hand here is a finished bowl. Okay, and you can see that I am quite alive. I have all my digits left. Okay, I have both of my eyes, ears, not missing any teeth. Okay, I'm quite safe. But this bowl is finished because I just turned it. Okay, but I'm putting this at the beginning of the video because in the past, when I put up turning videos, I had a lot of criticism. And you all know that I don't like criticism too much. I don't know who does. Probably Greg Porter. I don't know. But anyway, put this up. It is a disclaimer, okay, that I wear all my safety equipment. I wear tight-fitting gloves, not loose-fitting gloves. I've got my I got my mask here. And I got my good dust mask there, all that kind of stuff. Okay, so I take every precaution that I can. But of course, we are in the wood shop, and this is safety third, right?
Yes.
So it's safety third around here. But I do the best I can. Okay. But in full disclosure, I'm okay. So what you're about to watch is me turning this from a piece of firewood all the way down to this. So hope you enjoy, and here we go. Alright, so got another piece of firewood from the pile, and going to make a bowl. Got a new boss, but he's temporary for the rest of the academic year, so up until like June. And everybody else in the office has a bowl, but he does not, so I thought I'd make him one for Christmas. Yes, I said Christmas. So going to put all my safety equipment on and get started here. And thought I'd bring you along with this one, and let's see how it goes. Okay, thought I'd take a moment and stop for just a moment. Okay, so what I'm trying to do here is just trying to get this hump. There's a hump right here. I'm trying to get this hump out so I can turn the machine on faster. You can see I had a hump here, so I'm just trying to work that out a little bit so I can, like I said, I can turn it on faster and start working this into a, into a round better. And so just trying to take it slow there for a little bit, and you can see every once in a while it catches, but this oak's pretty hard. This is red oak. I don't know if you can see it. Okay, you see that? You see how the grain is all, oh, there's a better, see how the grain is all in a line? It looks like a sponge. That's red oak. White oak is not that way. White oak is more not uniform in structure. So this is red oak. So anyway, just want to take a little break here and show you kind of what I was doing here. There is methods to the madness, and I also want to show you this. Okay, so hold on, I'm going to turn this back on, and I want to see if you can see this. I'm going to turn it up a little bit. Okay, this may be hard to see, but if you look, let's see here, you can kind of see what the bowl in a round would look like. It's harder to see on camera, but when I'm turning it, I can kind of see where I'm at. See it right there? You can kind of see it. It's kind of a flare toward the back. So that's kind of how I see what I see when I'm turning. It's easier to see when you're here, but you can still kind of see the shadow line right here on the top. It's kind of like a bell. kind of looks like a bell shape right now. I'm not saying it'll stay that way, but that's kind of how I see when I'm doing it. You can see the voids with the light coming through. Okay, all right. So let me set you back up, and we'll get started back. Okay, let's take a break here for a moment. See what we got. See, you kind of see it's not completely fat, kind of like what we saw, or what I saw when I was turning it. So it's kind of humps up this way, and we're pretty close. See, we got one flat spot here, and we work down our flat spot on the other side. So this is the only piece. So I'm willing to stop kind of here. So we can start laying out our design of our bowl. And you can see here, work down the bottom a little bit. And I'll keep working that out flat. But we want to kind of see what we're going to wind up with here. And you can see I worked a little bit here with our faceplate here. So that's pretty much in round. Now, all of this, including all this debris, this could all be kind of avoided if I had a bandsaw. But on the other hand, I think I like doing this part because I kind of get to see what it is. Kind of the discovery part instead of, relying on the bandsaw. But one day I will have a bandsaw where I can trim these out and around, and that'll save a tremendous amount of time doing that. So one of these days. But right now it's okay. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to just keep rounding it out and try to come up with a design. I don't know yet. Just have to kind of see where we go with this one. And so let me set you back up, and we'll keep going.
Just trying to round it over on the sides. Take a little on the bottom, a little on the top.
All right, so we got a little spot there. I got to get that one. So I worked on the shape. See here, get the shape that I like, and so I got a nice little knot there. I like that. Really nice color in there, and you got a spot right there. Dadgummit. All right, and then I got the bottom, and you can see I've already created the spot where my chuck will go onto. I think you saw me do that, and so that'll be there, and we'll flip it around in just a second. But I gave it a quick sand, and I will sand it again later. So this is 60, 100, 150, 220, 600. I need something in between that 600 and that, but that's all I got. But it's pretty smooth, and oak, especially red oak, is still it's very porous, and it's very smooth, but it's never going to be completely smooth unless you just did a ton of sanding, and I'm just not interested in that. But anyway, I think the shape is nice. I tried to kind of round over the sides and leave the middle kind of high, so you can see my profile there. Just tried to lighten it up a little bit. I just kind of let the grain speak for itself. So let me flip this around, and we'll start working on the inside. Okay, so that's about as far as I want to take that one. But you can see I was working on that bottom, and I got it pretty done. But you really see some nice colors in there, and tried to follow that contour as close as I could. Make sure the bottom was nice and flat, because I think that looks nice. And so the outside is pretty much sanded, but you see I had a little bit of tear here, so I had to make it a tiny bit shorter, but that's all right. That's all right. That's just the way it goes. So I'm going to sand the inside of this, and I'll bring you back and let you see what it looks like. Okay, so I'm sanded inside and out. Inside I even cleaned up. Look at that. Okay, so what I have here is some 100% tung oil. Okay, this comes from the oil of the nut from the tung tree. Okay, if that makes sense. 100% pure. This doesn't have anything in it other than tung oil. Doesn't have any dryers or anything, that kind of stuff. Okay, so I put a little. I just want to show you this. You kind of see it go on. And so this is what I do. I just keep working it back and forth into all the little nooks and crannies, and I get some more and I put on there. And see, that red oak will soak all that stuff up really, really nicely. And this is a good coating too, because you could put something in there. I wouldn't put anything in there, you know, like you're going to eat something. But if it was wrapped up, you could. But I wouldn't put anything raw in there. But you could. But this red oak will soak up this tung oil, and over weeks, you could actually put a little more on there, and it'll keep soaking it up until it gets full, which is usually what I do. I usually apply it again, and I'll turn that off. You can see that. And see how nice that looks, and it'll dry. It's got a little bit of a sheen right now, but it'll dry. This is just going to be turned out really nice. And you can see where I've missed the inside. You see that? Okay, and I'll keep working on that. But that's it. And what you can do is take some 600 and put a little bit of tung on there and keep rubbing it, and it'll just make it soak even better in. And I'll do that when I get finished. So let me finish this, and I'll bring you right back, and let's see what it looks like finished. All right, well, there it is. Finished up. Got some nice colors on it. Got a little hole there. There's the bottom. So there it is, all finished up. Let it set a few days. Probably, well, depending on how long I get impatient. But there it is on the inside. See the nice colors. So I think that'll be a nice little bowl for him. So anyway, thanks for coming along with this. I know it was a long one, but there it is. So from the wood shop.
Take it easy.